What's up, guys? It's JTB Gaming here, and welcome to the 12th episode of the Grimsby Town Road to Glory. And to start this episode off, we have loaned out Jordan Green to Cardiff City. We do have a little bit of bad news as Larry Clark has torn his hamstring. He's going to be out for the next 6 weeks. This could be a problem for us, but I feel like with our depth, it won't be that much of an issue. Alessandro Branco will also be leaving the club as he will be joining Independente. We now get into the Carabao Cup final. Manchester City will be lined up in a 4-3-3 holding. We're definitely going to have to watch out for Sterling as he is one of the better players in the league. We will be lining up in a 4-2-2-2. We'll have Campbell in goal, Stewart at right back, Ruggiani, Clark at center backs, Cucurella at left back, Lauza and Adams at defensive mids, Lookman and McNamee at attacking mids with McDonald and Taylor up top. In the 14th minute, Lookman gets the ball from the deep area. We are then able to work the ball up to McDonald before he plays it into Taylor. Taylor is then able to use his speed and strength to get past Laporte before he fires it into the back of the net to put us up 1-0 in the 16th minute. In the 38th minute, Manchester City throw the ball in, but Cucurella is able to intercept it before he plays it through to McNamee, who touches it through to McDonald. McDonald is then able to touch it past the defenders before he crosses it into the box, into Taylor, as Taylor puts it into the back of the net to put us up 2-0 in the 40th minute. In the 54th minute, Manchester City have the ball. Sterling crosses it into the box. We're able to clear it away. However, we don't get it fully away. Manchester City then have the ball in a dangerous area, and their striker puts it into the back of the net as we are now only up 2-1 in the 56th minute. In the 65th minute, the ball is crossed in by Manchester City off the corner. We cannot fully get the ball away. Manchester City then have the ball in a very dangerous area. Their striker then gets the ball, he flicks it up, and almost does a bicycle kick past our goalie as the game is now tied at 2-2 in the 67th minute. At the end of 90 minutes, we are currently tied at 2-2 against Manchester City. We will now be heading into penalties. Our penalty order will have Taylor, Luza, McDonald, McNamee, Lookman, Cucurella, Clark, Stewart, Adams, Campbell, and then Ruggiani. Manchester City's player steps up for the first penalty. Campbell is able to save it. Taylor now steps up, and we're going to look to put it into the bottom left corner. He's able to do so as we are now up 1-0 in the penalty shootout. Silva steps up for City. He sends Campbell the wrong way, meaning that if Luza misses this, we are tied. Luza looks to put this to the right side of the net. However, he misses the goal, meaning we are now tied 1-1. Campbell guesses it the wrong way on their answers next player as we now have the chance to be down 2-1. McDonald steps up and Ederson guesses the right way to save a shot. Harrison then steps up for City. Campbell saves that shot. Now McNamee steps up as we look to put it in the top right corner. We were able to do so, tying the penalty shootout up at 2-2. Sabathur steps up for City. Campbell deflects it, but he is not able to save it, as now the game is in the hands of Ademola Lookman, and as we look to put it into the bottom left corner. We were able to do so even though Ederson guessed the right way. Campbell now looks to save this shot. He's not able to do so, as we are now again in a do-or-die situation, as the game rests in the feet of Cucurella, as he looks to put it to the left side of the net. He is not able to. After that tough loss in the Carabao Cup final, we have bounced back, and we are now playing in the Europa League, and our backups have gotten us a 1-1 draw against Basel. And in the second leg, our starters were able to beat Basel 2-1, meaning we will advance in the Europa League. In the next round of the Europa League, we were drawn against German side Frankfurt. We were able to tie the first leg away, and we were able to easily cruise to a 2-0 win at home as we advanced in the Europa League yet again. Our next Europa League opponent was Spurs, and in the first home game in the first leg, we were able to defeat them 3-0. They did win the second leg 1-0. However, we were playing our backups. We still go through on a 3-1 aggregate. We now have the Europa League semifinals first leg as we face German side Schalke. We will be lining up in a 4-3-3 flat. Schalke will be lining up in a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. We're definitely going to have to watch out for that strike force of Greenwood and Bellotti. In the 19th minute, the ball is played into Wolf as he has time and space on the wing. as he uses his speed to get past the defender. He's then able to shoot it. The keeper deflects it, but it falls right to Lookman, who puts it into the back of the net to put us up 1-0 in the 21st minute. In the 34th minute, Schalke have the ball in a dangerous area, as they're able to use their left back overlapping. He then crosses the ball into the box. Cucurella loses the aerial battle as Bellotti heads it into the back of the net, as we are now tied 1-1 in the 35th minute. In the 71st minute, Wolf is dribbling with the ball. He is then able to turn around one defender, dribble around another, and he is now dribbling at the back line of the defense. He's able to get past their center back, and then he's able to slot it side netting past the keeper to put us up 2-1 in the 72nd minute. In the 82nd minute, we are passing the ball around the back before it gets played into Clark. Clark then plays it into Jackson. Jackson finds Wolf again. Wolf plays it off to Taylor, and Taylor is able to rocket it past the goalkeeper to put us up 3-1 in the 83rd minute. In the 90th minute, Lookman has the ball in the box. He goes to shoot, but his first attempt is blocked. McNamee is then brought down in the box by their defender, meaning that we have a penalty to potentially put us up 4-1 in this game. As you can see on the replay here, there's not really any need for the defender to take McNamee out, as the ball was already heading away from him. And Taylor will be the one to step up to take a penalty for us in the dying minutes of the game. He will look to put it into the top right corner, and he's able to do so, meaning that we are now up 4-1 in the first leg of the Europa League semifinal. At full time, we would go on to win this game 4-1 thanks to those 2 goals from Taylor, a goal from Wolf, and a goal from Lookman. In the second leg, even though we did play our backups, we lost the game 4-2. However, we did advance on aggregate. After that tough Europa League draw, we now have the Emirates FA Cup semifinal as we face Manchester United. Manchester United will be done up in that 4-2-3-1. We're definitely going to have to watch out for that partnership in Bruno Fernandes and Marcus Rashford. I've reverted back to the 4-2-2-2 for this game. In the 26th minute, McNamee has the throw in a dangerous area. He throws it into Lookman. He then bounces it back to Cucurella. We're then able to pass the ball around the Manchester United team. Before Tyler Adams gets the ball, he plays it through to Wolf, and Wolf is able to put it past the goalkeeper to put us up 1-0 in the 27th minute. In the 32nd minute, Bruno Fernandes has a free kick in a very, very dangerous area. He steps up to take it. He sends it over the wall into the back of the net, as we are now tied 1-1 in the 32nd minute. In the 44th minute, McNamee has the ball out wide, as he was able to get past Wan-Bissaka. He then plays it into Lookman. Lookman takes a touch around the defender, gets into the box, and puts it past the goalie to put us up 2-1 in the 45th minute. In the 48th minute, Manchester United have the ball in a very dangerous area. Stewart misses his slide tackle as their left back is now free on the wing. He crosses it into the box to a wide open Marcus Rashford as he heads it into the back of the net to tie the game up at 2-2 in the 49th minute. In the 68th minute, we have the ball in a dangerous area as Taylor is able to keep it away from a defender. He plays it into Luza. Luza is able to spin around a defender before Wolf is open in space. Wolf is then able to put it into the back of the net from a very tight angle to put us up 3-2 in the 69th minute. In the 86th minute, McNamee is able to fly right by a defender. He then plays it off for Luza. Luza plays it back to McNamee. McNamee gets past the defender, cuts it back, is 1-1 with the keeper, puts it near post to pretty much seal the game for us at 4-2 in the 88th minute. At full time, we would win this game 4-2, meaning that we will advance to the FA Cup final. And we now have the FA Cup final, as we will be facing the mighty Liverpool. Liverpool will be lining up in a 4-3-3 false 9. And looking at this team, this is definitely one of the better teams that we've ever faced. They are not really that strong at their defensive mid and right back, which will be good for us, as Vikanemi will likely have a chance to thrive. We will be lining up in a 4-3-3 holding for this game. I've gone with Campbell in goal, Stewart at right back, Ruggiani and Bailly at center backs, Cucurella at left back, Adams at center mid, Luza and Wolf at outside center mids, Lookman at right wing, McNamee at left wing with Taylor up top. In the 37th minute, we were able to get the ball. We were then looking to counter, as Taylor is able to hold off a defender and play it through to Lookman before Lookman uses his pace to stay in front of the defenders before laying it off for Taylor, who is able to finish from an extremely tight angle with his weak foot to put us up 1-0 in the 38th minute. That goal from Taylor would be the only goal, as we win this game 1-0 thanks to that goal in the 38th minute. The players now get together and celebrate as we win the FA Cup and get our first piece of silverware this season, especially since we lost in the Carabao Cup final. This is definitely a huge game for us, as we no longer have to live with that disappointment, and we can know that we won a trophy this season. Hopefully this will be the first of many, but you never know. And there it is, there's a trophy, as Ruggiani, our captain, will be the one to lift the trophy. And there he is, making his way to the podium. This has been a tough competition for us, but the fact that we were able to get this win proves that we are a good team, as Ruggiani holds the trophy and lifts it up for all the fans to see as Grimsby Town are FA Cup champions. And here is the team picture as Grimsby Town are officially Emirates FA Cup champions. We now can no longer dwell on our success of the FA Cup, as we have the Europa League final against Valencia. This Valencia team, to me, isn't that impressive. They do have some good players at some good positions, but I just don't feel like this team is that overwhelmingly good. I decided to go with this 4-3-3 flat again. The only change I've made is Clark is in for Bailly. In the 13th minute, we were able to win the ball back off of Valencia turnover. Wolf then plays it through for Taylor, as Taylor has the advantage with the numbers. He then lays it across for Lookman, as Lookman puts it into the back of the net, as we are now up 1-0 in the 14th minute. In the 18th minute, Luza turns the ball over in a very dangerous area, as Valencia looks to counterattack off our mistake. They're able to do so as Pellegrini, as they work the ball around in the box, and they score, as we are now tied 1-1 in the 19th minute. In the 43rd minute, Valencia have the ball in a dangerous area, as they're able to work the ball through our defense with ease. Before their player shoots, the first attempt is blocked, but the second is not, as Valencia go up 2-1 in the 45th minute. In the 63rd minute, Valencia have the ball again in an extremely dangerous area, as they are able to then again get the ball in the box. They are then able to knock it around past our defenders in Campbell, as we are now down 3-1 in the 64th minute. In the 74th minute, Valencia have a free kick deep in our half. The ball is whipped in. Stewart heads the ball away, but the second ball falls to the defender. Campbell makes a good first block, but the second strike is just very good, as we are now down 4-1 in the 75th minute of the Europa League final. In the 83rd minute, Valencia have the ball attacking again in a very dangerous area, as their right back has the ball with numbers in the box. He crosses it in to the open man to put the ball into the back of the net, as we are now down 5-1 in the 84th minute. At full time, we would end up losing 5-1. This definitely was not how I thought this game would go. However, we will just have to look to bounce back to next season somehow. So looking at the tables of how we did at the end of the league, we ended up finishing in 4th, meaning we will qualify for the Champions League despite losing in the Europa League final. We did win the Community Shield. We did win the FA Cup. We did unfortunately lose the Carabao Cup to Manchester City on penalties, and we got slaughtered in the Europa League final. Taylor made the most appearances for the club with 58. Cucurella made 56, and Adams made 55. Taylor was their highest goal scorer with 28 goals. McNamee was in second with 20, and Lookman was in third with 20. Cucurella ended up having the most assists with 17. Luza had 11, and McNamee had 9. Whenever Lookman and Cucurella were on the pitch, we played our best, but also with Ruggiani, Luza, and Adams. Looking at our best players, Cucurella is currently our best player with a 90 overall. Taylor, McNamee, and Campbell, 3 of our youth players, are all 89 overalls and truly starting to be some world-class talents. The only players on our team that did not increase in overall were Bailly and Ruggiani, and they are older and signed, but that just says that this team is young and improving. Jackson was their player whose overall increased the most, as he is now a 79 overall after going up 8 overall this season. Taylor, Clark, Bronco, and Sasaki also went up by 5 overall. Looking at our overall managerial resume, we have now won 4 domestic cups. Our biggest defeat did not change. Our record transfer fee is $37.5 million, and we have played 390 games. We have won 247 games, drawn 59, lost 84. We have scored 751 goals while only allowing 443. Looking at the season specifically, the club wanted us to finish in a Champions League place, which we did by finishing in 4th. The club wanted us to reach the quarterfinal of the FA Cup, which we did, and we ended up winning that. The club wanted us to reach the final of the Europa League, which we did, but we did lose that. We also won the Community Shield and the Carabao Cup. We lost in the final. We did win Manager of the Month 2 times. The highest transfer fee that we did pay was for Ruggiani of $36.3 million. The highest transfer fee we received was for Sibley of $34.5 million. This season, we played a total of 70 games. We won 51, we drew 7, we lost 12, we scored 143 goals while only allowing 80. I hope you all enjoyed watching this video. If you want to see how the rest of the series went, check out the playlist on my channel. And it's JTB Gaming, signing off.